Live from the WMTV studios, 15 News at 9 on Madison CW starts now.
Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Mackenzie Davis. We continue to follow the Amber Alert for a missing teen out of Beaver Dam. We now know that the suspect has a warrant out for his arrest in Wisconsin, but has a last known residence in Arkansas. Tonight, the search continues for Gary Day and 16-year-old victim Sophia Franklin. We've also learned tonight that the search has extended beyond state lines. Our Tabitha Bland reached out to law enforcement in Arkansas to find out more. Tabitha, what did they tell you?
Yeah, Mackenzie, I spent some time on the phone tonight with the Lenoke County Sheriff John Staley in Arkansas, who told me that Day is absolutely already on their radar. And that's because Day is on a felony probation in the state of Arkansas. He tells me that he believes Day came to Wisconsin with the intention of returning back to Arkansas. Day and Franklin have still not been found, and that search is continuing. Police say Day might be changing his license plate on his car. He had license plates from Arkansas reading BBR 20L. Now police have a reason to believe that he is using a second license plate from Pennsylvania. That plate number is KGW 5186. Officials think that Day is driving a black 2014 Buick LaCrosse. The Lenoke County Sheriff's Office says in a Facebook post about the alert that they do have reason to believe that he may be coming back to the Austin area of Lenoke County. I asked the sheriff exactly why they think that he's headed south, and they said that's because that's where his last residence is. We can confirm that Day's address is listed as being in Cabot, Arkansas, which is in that county. And the sheriff's office says they are working with many agencies on this case locally and across state lines, including Beaver Dam Police Department. Live in the studio, Tabitha Bland, WMTV 15 News.
Tabitha, thank you. Of course, this is a developing story. We'll continue to be in touch with law enforcement here in our area and in Arkansas as we continue to learn more tonight. Tips can be submitted by messaging Beaver Dam Police on social media, or you can call the Beaver Dam Police Department at that number on your screen, 920-887-4612, or the Amber Alert tip line, that number 888-304-3936. Taking a live look now through our Capitol Sky Cam on this Tuesday night. First Alert meteorologist Brian Dukes joining us now with the check of your forecast. Brian, it's nice we had the sunshine today because it was a little chilly.
Yeah, it was, and that cold air is going to help fuel our next weather maker, which for the middle of the week will bring some disturbed conditions. We're not looking at much in the way of issues tonight and first thing tomorrow morning, so I think the morning commute's okay. There may be a couple flurries here and there. Better chance of some snow showers by midday, and then a better chance of a wintry mix by the evening. Now, temperatures are expected to remain at or below freezing tomorrow, meaning anything that falls from the sky will stick, and this wintry mix could include a little snow, sleet, and freezing rain that will start to slicken things up, especially by the evening commute. You can see us kind of stair-stepping the precipitation chances as we move through the day tomorrow. I don't think this is overly heavy at any point in time, but remember, even a little glaze of freezing rain or that ice can cause some problems on the untreated surfaces. Nothing to worry about right now. We'll track a few flurries late tonight and tomorrow morning, and chilly conditions. We're down to the low and mid-teens as you're heading out the door on Wednesday morning. Just how much snow and ice we may pick up for the middle of the week, we'll break that down for you coming up in your full First Alert forecast.
Dukes, thank you. After weeks of hearing from residents on both sides of the issue, the DeForest Village Board has decided to move forward with discontinuing fluoride in their drinking water. In a 4-3 vote tonight, board members said after considering comment from residents and consideration from health officials and dentists, the village will remove fluoride from its water for the first time in decades. Some residents at the meeting were happy about the decision the board made tonight, but they say there's still more that needs to be done.
I think the next step is looking at what else is in our water. We know we have a problem with plastic, and so there's a lot coming out about that, and I'm hopeful that other communities will take the step to take the fluoride out of their water.
Meanwhile, Public Health Madison and Dane County says community water fluoridation is a safe, effective, and equitable way to improve the overall oral health of our entire community. PHMDC also says it supports municipalities throughout Dane County to maintain fluoride in their water. However, they cannot enforce it. Today, Governor Tony Evers stopped at an elementary school in Wausau to talk about his new plan for water in Wisconsin. His plans involve a new filtration system throughout the school to bring cleaner water. This is his latest effort in the fight against PFAS and expanding clean water here in the Badger State. The system costs $88,000. $80,000 of it was paid with grants. That filtration system can filter 10 to 15 gallons of water per minute.
Wisconsin is all about clean water. I mean, whether we use it for recreation or we use it to drink, or, you know, our food industry uses lots of water. We have to have clean water.
Evers also mentioned his plan to get rid of water fountains and replace them with water bottle filling stations. A man from Viroqua was charged with 6 counts of selling firearms and parts to people in Saudi Arabia through marketplace websites today in Ohio. According to the court case, the man would purchase firearms and parts on websites like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Then he would work with buyers from Saudi Arabia. He would ship the firearms hidden in other common items like household appliances, car parts, and law equipment. The man did this for over 5 years and was paid just under $500,000. The bodies of all 67 victims of the plane and helicopter crash last Wednesday have been recovered from the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. We know that 66 of those bodies have been identified. Right now, crews are still working to pull the remaining wreckage from the icy waters. Officials say they have most of the plane out of the river, and now they're working on getting the Army Black Hawk helicopter out, which they say could take several days. Closer to home, the man that got in a high-speed crash that killed one person while intoxicated was charged in Columbia County Court today. The 22-year-old faces homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. He was the driver in a rollover crash Saturday afternoon that put 3 people in the hospital with serious injuries and killed one person. The investigation into this crash is ongoing. It's something out of a crime novel, but it worked for the Stoughton Police Department. Following footprints helped them figure out who allegedly stole merchandise from a smoke shop. The 2 suspected teenagers have been referred to Dane County Juvenile Court. Well, 10 dogs are in the custody of the Dane County Humane Society after it took Madison police 2 hours to get control of the dogs. Those dogs were reportedly biting at least 8 people, including first responders, at the Quick Trip on the 4800 block of American Parkway. The owner of the dogs was cited with 15 citations and 1 criminal offense. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says there is no ongoing threat to the public now following a shooting that left 1 man dead. Officers were called to a shooting Monday on Washington Avenue in the town of Beloit. That's where they found 1 man with a gunshot wound who later died. The Sheriff's Office is still investigating, but they say that this was an isolated incident. Police Chief Andre Sales has served the city of Beloit for 20 years, from patrol officer and now as the chief of police. The milestone is worth celebrating. In those 20 years of being a voice for the community, he still remembers his first arrest.
You know, I'm not a nervous person, but, you know, I remember my hand shaking, putting handcuffs on a person, because the immense responsibility of taking someone's rights away at that moment and put them in handcuffs was a big deal to me, and I wanted to make sure that I had everything lined up the right way.
Chief Sales says he's looking forward to continuing to serve the Beloit community for years to come. 2 weeks from today is the primary for the 2025 spring election. On the ballot, 3 people are running for state superintendent. On February 18th, people will be voting for the top 2 to advance to the spring election. Whoever wins in April will oversee Wisconsin's public schools for the next 4 years. In-person absentee voting began today and runs until the Sunday before that election day on February 18th. To receive an absentee ballot, you do need to show an ID. You can register for absentee voting through that Friday before Election Day. If you want to check your ballot before heading to the polls, you can go to myvote.wi.gov. Still ahead at 9, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. got through a key vote to become closer to being on President Trump's cabinet. Plus, the rising cost of child care is a concern for many. How legislators say they're hoping to change that.
Tracking some colder temperatures for the middle of the week, your first alert forecast coming up.